You found this, huh, Steve? If you bought $1,000 worth of Cosmos or Atom January, here's how much you'd have now. How much would I have now?
Around $4,600.
It's only 5x. That's not much.
Well, it's still more than you put in.
It is. Let's see if we did some.
If you bought 1,000 in January this year, okay, yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
Did
you buy some?
No.
Oh, come on! Don't you teasing us?
No, but look, that's what it says. Look, that's how cryptos are.
Oh, and you asked me about this one, James, Solana.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Solana's goal, I don't know if their goal is to create, I don't know if it's an exchange or a computer network that operates as largely as the NASDAQ and the stock exchange all in one. That's how big their goal is.
Oh, wow.
So they're very young right now at like $130 a token. But that is the goal to get to that level. So it's going to be a big project if it succeeds. So yeah, that's what I was telling Steven too. It's like, even if you don't like Bitcoin, there's just so many other little projects you can get involved in that you'll find something you like. Like AVAX right here, I'm on this one.
I guess the key is just to do some research on which one you want to get into, because that's really where the confusion comes in. I got a buddy of mine, and we talk about particular stocks, and there's one he's been watching, and I said, man, have you looked at any cryptocurrency? Because you're doing the stock market, and if you're willing to invest it there, and you could do buy a little cryptocurrency.
There's two comments that I got for that. Right, one is when you take your advice on this, can you honestly believe what's some of the things on the internet, which hopefully we're going to talk about a little bit later on,
how things come across, right?
Yeah And some of the things they even talk about, I mean, all you've got to do is think about GameStop and AMC, and some various things like that. And that's part of the problem, because some of the stuff on the internet is just unreal. I mean, it's so ridiculous, some of the things that they put on the internet.
Exactly.
And then, how do you feel some of the people that rely on their income, like financial advisors, on the stock market when this is coming up?
You mean, how do I feel about the individuals or the
individuals are very smart.
People that rely on their income
from the stock market. I don't think that's a smart
plan.
For sure.
I know it's not, but I mean, people that rely on the stock market and how much some people put into the stock market. I mean, a typical example is Warren Buffett.
Mm-hmm.
But that's your first mistake, though. Is
that dude is 175 years old, though.
If you are relying on a security for your income, you're taking the wrong step in the wrong direction, regardless.
Yeah, I don't think that would be wise. But the key is we just got to get more educated. Bring it back to our world, buying real estate. You don't just go into some neighborhood and just, okay, I'm just going to get this house without looking at the things. Unfortunately, they do. Right. Some people do.
Exactly.
But the smart ones, you employ a real estate agent and say, hey, what's the price of this? What might be coming in the future? You do some research. At least you should. But man, I know some folks go into it blind. And quite frankly, when I got into it, man, it was just, I went into it a little when I got my first toe into cryptocurrency. Was Tron.
Which one did you buy first?
Tron, what I got into. That was the first one I got into. And didn't know much about it, but it was, opportunity. I said, you know what? I understand the concept. So I got a little bit of money to waste. And got into it, and it's doubled since then, but it's just sitting there. It's gone down, it's gone up, it's like, it's there. So you got to do research, folks.
Yeah, and it's like no one buys a house and goes, I'm not going to work for the next 2 years because interest rates are low, and I know the equity on this house will
swell.
2x.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I'm going to make an extra 120 grand just from
Well,
living in
some
this house.
people do. One of the things on here looks like perhaps some
Well, that
people
person
do
is an
that.
Yeah,
idiot.
is that person smart? Is that person smart?
That person is not what we
There's
call
always
smart.
somebody that
And I hope someone
breaks
pulls that
the
off
dog.
because that's insane. If you can do something like that, then hey, hats off to you. That's a great business move.
Yes.
But to rely on a business
well,
move like that,
I wouldn't say it's a great business.
Yeah, for
to,
sure.
to buy a house and it 2x's in equity, are you serious?
Oh no!
that is
That is
sitting to wait and just not
Yeah,
doing anything.
yeah.
That's not a
sitting
good
and
deal.
waiting is the issue.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know.
So
Yeah.